In the last video, we have discussed about taxonomy and systematics and how the classification is being done. In this video, we will discuss about the different taxonomic hierarchy. Actually, the taxonomic hierarchy is the system of arranging the taxonomic categories in a descending order. The term taxonomic hierarchy was introduced first of all by Linnaeus, hence it is also known as Linnean hierarchy. The classification involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a taxonomic category or rank. All categories together constitute a taxonomic hierarchy where each category represents a unit of classification. A group of organisms occupying a particular category is known as taxon. So, in this video, we will discuss one by one about the different taxons of the taxonomic hierarchy. For our convenience, we can arrange the taxonomic ranks or the categories either in the ascending order or the descending order. When we arrange the organisms according to the ascending order, then the first place is being occupied by a species which is considered as the lowest category of hierarchy. One by one, we will move towards the highest level, that is the kingdom. But if the organisms have to place in the descending order in the taxonomic hierarchy, then the topmost position is being occupied by kingdom. Then moving in the downward direction, finally we will reach to the category which is the species. So here we will discuss the taxonomic hierarchy in the ascending order. That means from the lowest level to the highest level. Here, one example of human being is placed. We know that the scientific name of human being is Homo sapien, where the genus or the generic name is Homo and the species name is sapien. So the species name, that is the sapien, is placed at the bottom, and above to it the generic name is there, that is the Homo. Human beings belongs to the family, that is Hominidae. Order is Primata, class Mammalia, phylum Chordata, and the kingdom is Animalia. So in this video, one by one, we will discuss about the different taxonomic categories. We know the lowest rank or the taxon is occupied by species. Species is a group of closely related organisms. It is the lowest category of taxonomic hierarchy, and the term species was coined by John Ray. In simple words, we can say that in sexually reproducing organisms, the members of a single species are capable of interbreeding among themselves. The members of different species are not able to interbreed. Interbreeding among the organisms of different species is prevented or restricted by the natural factors. If breeding takes place in between the organism of the same species, then only they will lead to the formation of the fertile offspring. We can see some of the cases where interbreeding is being done between the organisms of different species, like the case of the mule, which is the result of interbreeding among the horse and the ass, which results into the formation of the mule, which is the infertile organism. Here we can see the different species of some organisms are being mentioned, like if we take the case of the genus Solanum consists of different species like potato, which belongs to the species tuberosum, tomato, lycopersicum, brinjal, melangena. Similarly, the different species of the genus Panthera are Leo, which is lion, tigris, tiger, pardus, leopard. So these are the different species of different organisms. The next taxonomic category is genus, which is the aggregate of closely related species. A genus may be defined as a group of closely related species which shows some common features among themselves, like the genus Solanum. It consists of potato, tomato, and brinjal. They belong to different species, but because of the presence of similar characters, they are placed in the same genus, that is Solanum. Similarly, in case of animals, we can take the case of lion, leopard, and tiger. All of them, they belongs to different species, that is Panthera leo, Panthera pardus, and Panthera tigris. Because of the presence of the common characters among them, they are placed in the same genus, that is Panthera. Hence, they belong to the same genus. The next category is family, which is defined as a group of closely related genera. These organisms are placed in the same family because they have some common or correlated features. They are separated from the genera of a related family by important difference in both vegetative as well as reproductive features. You can see the case that the family Solanaceae, it consists of the different genus like genus Solanum, Petunia, as well as Dhatura. All these belong to different genus, but because of some common features, they belong to the same family, that is Solanaceae. Similarly, in case of animals, if we see the felis, which includes the small cats, and the genus Panthera, which includes the bigger cat-like animals like lion, leopard, etc., all of them, they are placed in the same family, that is Felidae. Moving to the next category, that is order. A group of closely related families forms an order. So it is the assemblies of related families. The families of an order shows close resemblance in certain fundamental features and also in their evolutionary traits. Some examples are, in case of animal, the order Carnivora includes the carnivorous animals like the animals which belongs to the family Felidae, as well as the organisms which belongs to the family Canidae. Felidae includes the cat-like organisms, whereas Canidae represents the dog-like organisms. All of them they are placed in the same order, that is Carnivora. Similarly, in case of plants, the order Polymellius includes the family Convolvulaceae as well as the family Solanaceae. Moving to the next hierarchy is occupied by the taxon, which is called as class. A class represents a group of related orders, or we can say it is the assemblage of related orders, like the order Primata includes monkey, gorilla, and gibbons, which are placed in the class Mammalia, along with the other carnivora, which includes the animals like tiger, cats, and dogs. All of them they belong to the same class. In case of plants, some examples are like the order Polymonales as well as the order Sapindales. Both of them they belongs to the same class, that is dicotyledonous plants. The next category is known as phylum or division. It is the assemblies of related classes, which means the class with a familiar characters, or their class which includes few similar characteristics are assigned to a higher category called a phylum or division. One point here that has to be mentioned is in case of plants, the related classes forms the division, whereas in case of animals, the related classes forms phylum. Some of the examples are in case of plants, the division Angiospermae, which includes the class Dicotyledone as well as the class Monocotyledone, whereas in case of animal, phylum Chordates includes the class Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, Mammalia, etc. The next taxonomic category is the category or the taxon kingdom. It is the highest category in taxonomic hierarchy. It is the assemblage of related phylum or division. For example, all plants are placed in plant kingdom, whereas the animals are placed in animal kingdoms. In this way, the different organisms are placed in different kingdoms. So, from moving from lower taxon to the higher taxon, we have seen how the organisms are placed in different kingdoms, only to make our study easier about them and to place them in their exact rank or the position. Few examples of the categories are as